What's going on, everybody? Hope y'all are doing well as can be expected. I guess it goes without saying that it's election time. It's time to elect a new president of the United States of America. Uh, I guess I use the word new arbitrarily because, neither one of these characters that we have to choose from are there anything but new. But what made me want to say something about this upcoming election is that I saw a commercial. It was a campaign commercial for Donald Trump. And, I'm not necessarily trying to sway anybody as far as who they should vote for. But I take offense. I took offense to that commercial somewhat. And you know how it goes. Somebody does or says something just brutally outlandish and it takes you back. As much strange things as you've experienced or any kind of nonsense you've had to endure, seems like it never ceases to amaze you when somebody does something or says something stupid or untrue. But anyway, I saw this commercial, and it was a campaign ad for Donald Trump, and it basically said, vote for Trump because he's already fixed this economy before and he'll do it again. And I'm like, so he's only been president once. Everything that he said, beginning with Mexico's going to pay for that wall that he was so focused on before he started getting obsessed with Obama. When the president of Mexico made a video, basically caught Trump at the urinal with his pants down, and he was a good sport about it, but on no uncertain terms, he said Mexico ain't paying for no wall. So Trump, steered his whatever you want to call his attitude toward Obama, being obsessed with Obama for a good while. But I'm like, everything that you said backfired. And it's like, okay, when you come into office, you got all these people that you hide around you, and they just start dropping like flies. Everybody's going away, quitting. This year, supposedly Kellyanne Conway said she has enough, had enough, and she's leaving. And what's strange about that? It's like she was already depleted, a soulless individual. So I guess what tiny little bit of juice, if she had any soul juice, Trump sapped it up from her, and she's like, I gotta get out of here. It's like, how you gonna have somebody working for you, but now you at war with their spouse, insulting their spouse? Yeah, Kellyanne Conway's husband and Trump were going at it, and what is that? Everything is so petty. This guy is so petty. He's not concerned with bigger picture type things. He's just concerned about being petty. And the most amazing thing about that is that the people appreciate it. There are millions of people that appreciate that. They can identify with that. So what? The country's falling apart at the seams. He lies and said, I've already fixed it once. Maybe he's talking about in another life, a past life in a different universe, past life regression. Maybe he went to a hypnotist and maybe he did past life regression. And in that past life, maybe he fixed the economy because maybe in that past life he had a brain because in this reality he didn't get one. He forgot to go to that line to pick up a brain. But that's outright satanic. And the reason why I say that, I'm under the impression, for personal reasons and for personal things that I've heard and observed for myself, that no politician mean me any good. They're all selfish, greedy egomaniacs. Every last one of them. I don't care if you're a Republican. I don't care if you're a Democrat. They're all evil. And they're all out to ream you. Now, you got the Republicans warring with the Democrats about what's good for the people. And mind you, don't get me wrong. Wrong choice of words. Not to offend. All of them mean to ream you one way or another. All of them. What they're essentially fighting about is who gets the biggest dildo to stick up the butt of America. That's basically it. They're arguing over who gets the biggest dildo to stick up the American people's ass. Sorry, it had to be said. So Trump wants the biggest dildo. Biden wants the biggest dildo. And the only edge Biden has over Donald Trump is that he's a little bit higher on the intellectual food chain than Donald Trump. Donald Trump is like in the basement where the water's leaking, where there's leaks in the pipes and all that, and it's cold and damp and dark. I mean, Trump is, when it comes to, being intellectual or having any kind of intellectual abilities or knowledge, Trump is like, in that dark basement, milling around in the dark, not even able to find his way to the stairs to get to the first floor. But that's basically it. But that don't mean Biden has the wherewithal to do anything good and beneficial for you personally. I mean, you might as well hang it up. The only reason why I said that commercial was satanic is because not only was it a lie, an outright lie, but it's like politicians are usually sneaky, kind of like when the devil snuck up on Eve in the Garden of Eden and he kind of slithered his way and used trick words to get her to eat that fruit. Trump just, boom. I fixed the economy before. Okay, you fixed the economy before. And people are still crying out. People are still furloughed. People are still dying from this coronavirus. The airline industry, the industry that I work in. I mean, you got all these businesses still closing their doors. It's not like he even trying to be tricky or sneaky with his lies, because he doesn't even have the intellectual prowess to do that. He just straight up lies. I mean, you even see what's going on, and then you can compare it. You are bearing witness. And he doesn't care. And again, the sad part about it is that there's so many people that don't care. Yeah, the country falling apart at the seams. And all these people are coming out in droves not caring. They're okay with that. all for the sake and support of lies and deceit. I mean, overt lies and deceit. People want to be able to be outright deceitful. They don't want to have to hide and try to pretend like they like you anymore. They just want to be overtly hateful. They want to overtly lie to you, overtly trip you up and destroy you if they can. And Trump, that's his style of leadership. That's what he's doing. I mean, it's a blind thing. I mean, if you really think about it, if you consider certain events that's happened in America, including certain places that were made to get rid of statues of Confederate soldiers out of public places, and public Confederate flags, getting them out of public places. In spite of all that happening, if you really think about it, Trump has succeeded in dividing the country to where now it's back to square one, the Union versus the Confederate. I mean, think about it. We're back to that era. The Union versus the Confederate, that whole Civil War thing. I mean, is Biden trying to be Abraham Lincoln? Probably, but, I doubt he'll measure up. But that's what makes it satanic again, is that the guy is throwing it in your face. He's not being sneaky about it. And, that's why I think whether he gets elected or not, he is on a path of self-destruction, because the devil can't be forced upon you. For all you Bible believers, there are many instances in the Bible that shows you have to accept the devil willingly. He can't force himself upon you. Otherwise, that's when God sends his avenging angels and he'll destroy the evil entity. And this is, Trump's heading for destruction. And again, back to all those people who he hired when he initially got in office. And I mean, who's left? I mean, Ben Carson, right? Is he the only one left? I mean, I don't know. I lost count. All these people just bailing out. That is historical in and of itself. Carson. The last time I saw him, he looked totally wiped out, totally drained, totally, like, let's say if the human soul could be compared to a juicy grape. Last time I saw him, he made a comment, something about we need to quit being so sensitive. Man. Anyway, but the last time I saw him, remember the whole thing about the juicy grape, he looked like a raisin. All the juice was gone. Dude, why are you hanging on? Just leave, I don't know what you were trying to accomplish. Just get out, man. Just get out. But you talk about Americans need to quit being sensitive. Your president is insulting its citizens. How are you going to tell somebody don't be sensitive when their leader, who's supposed to lead by example, his example is to insult you and call you stupid? got to be realistic too, Carson. But anyway, this is about Dumb Donald. And mind you, I'm not endorsing Joe Biden by any means. I mean, if you want to vote for that guy, it's all on you. You can. If you want to vote for Trump, you can. But again, I saw that commercial, and all I could think about, in what universe, during what time period, did you fix this economy? What are you talking about, dude? I mean, see, that's the problem with stupidity. The dumber a person is, he always thinks he's smarter than you. As you grow, I have a commentator in the back, my neighbor's dog. As you grow in intelligence, you begin to see things and see other perspectives, and you begin to understand as you grow in intelligence that you don't know as much as you thought you did, because you're seeing other perspectives and other people's ideas and that you haven't been made privy to. So you realize there's a lot more you have to learn. The smarter you get, you realize the smarter you should become. Your mind opens up. But if you're just outright dumb, the dumber you are, the more you think you have it over on other people. And if that's your attitude, you're actually dummying yourself down. Now, from beginning 2016 to now, if you have been paying close enough attention, this president has been gradually dummying himself down more than what he already was before he even started. That's crazy. That's Satan in action. I mean, that's, in a literal sense, that's some Revelation type stuff going on right there. Bible, book of Revelation. I mean, that's the creature that crawled up out of the abyss. Man. Anyway, nevertheless, just vote for whoever you think is best. Don't expect much from anybody. As far as Joe Biden goes, I guess if what you could probably expect is a softer energy in the White House that might not necessarily stir up division. I guess that's better than nothing, because I don't know what he's going to be able to do to really aggressively, quick, fast, in a hurry, fix things. We'll see. Anyway, thank you all for listening. Hope you all are doing well, all things considered. Subscribe to the Spiritology Television Network on YouTube. God bless.